Okay, so today we're out here surveying for horseshoe crabs, and this is the first one we found. This horseshoe crab, you can see its head right here. It has barnacles on the top. It has 2 compound eyes, which you can check out right here. The body part is right here in the middle, and then at the end it has its little tail. So if we flip it over, we can actually see this one's a male. It has a little ridge on its shell right here, so you can tell it's a male from that. It also has these little claws that look like mittens, and those are to clasp on to the female. Horseshoe crabs like to eat quahogs. They stick their skinny claws into the shell of a quahog to snip the muscles, and then they put all the food in their mouth, which is right in the center here. They also have swimmerets, which are these little claws right here, which help them to swim around. You can also take a pretty good look at the book gills. That's how they get air underwater. So today we're out here surveying to count how many horseshoe crabs we can find and see if there's a good population size. So the reason we're out counting horseshoe crabs today is because people harvest horseshoe crabs and use them for bait to catch eel and conch and crabs and all kinds of things, like the ones that are here in these pots over here. These are dead. They also use them for biomedical. They get bled and they use the blue blood to test if there's any bacteria that's in any of their medical samples. So to survey the horseshoe crabs, we have to set up random plots, and you count all of the horseshoe crabs that are inside your random survey plots. In between, we skip 10 meters so that we don't have to do the whole beach, because it would take more than an hour and the tide would probably change. So we have our our interns. We have Emily Russell and Megan Madeira, and they're setting up their survey square right now. And they're going to look inside the survey square and see if they can find any horseshoe crabs inside. If the males and females are together, they could be coming up to lay eggs. This is the time of year, the high tides. They come up with the full moon and the new moon, and they lay eggs on the sand. So that's why it's the time of year for us to start surveying. When they find a horseshoe crab in the survey plot, they can pick it up and figure out if it's a male or a female. To figure out, like we said before, to figure out if it's a male or female, you can see if it has the claspers, which are underneath. And then also check the ridge of the shell to see if it has a little hump on it. Only the males have that one. So this one is a male horseshoe crab. He has lots of things stuck on him. He's got some limpet shells on him. He's got seaweed on his back to help him camouflage in. But he hasn't found a lady, so it's just one for this survey plot. So right now we're finishing up our horseshoe crab survey. So far we've only found 1 male horseshoe crab. For this season we've found a pretty good number of horseshoe crabs, but it's late June now, so they seem to be petering out. We'll compare the results that we got from this year to last year's survey and see how they're different, if the numbers have gone down or if the numbers have gone up. The Division of Marine Fisheries has made some new restrictions on harvesting horseshoe crabs as a result of some of the surveys that have been going on, also with their own population estimates. And some of the new regulations, they have a daily catch limit of 400 horseshoe crabs per day instead of the 1,000 that they used to have. And they've also closed harvesting on the weekends, so you cannot harvest horseshoe crabs on the weekends anymore. So it is making some progress, and hopefully we will continue to see more horseshoe crabs in the Westport River, and then we won't have to count them anymore because there'll be so many, their populations will be stable. So that's what we hope to see, and thanks for coming with us on our horseshoe crab survey today. We do have volunteers that help us out with our surveys, so if you're ever interested, you can give us a call over at the Watershed Alliance or email us through our website. Thanks a lot.